Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ann Miller French with Angelic Hands. I'm here to do this week's live. I'm streaming on my Facebook page for Angelic Hands as well as on my YouTube channel for Angelic Hands. So, hello and welcome to anyone that's new to me today. So great to connect with you. And for those of you that have been with me for quite some time, welcome back. If you'd like to just drop a quick hello, let me know who's joining me on the live. Always great to see who's here with me. If you happen to catch us later on the replay and you find that, this information helped you, if you have a loved one that is currently struggling right now, working through any type of grief or depression, PTSD, healing, matters of the heart, self love, feel free to like it, love it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and send it along. If it can help someone else, that's always my heartfelt intention that the message gets to who needs to receive it. So I wanted to talk about a few things today. Today's topic is going to be surrounding working through grief and things that may be coming up for you at this time. And before I get started with that, just a brief introduction of who I am. So, I'm the owner and founder of Angelic Hands. I started my practice in early 2016. I'm definitely not a stranger to holistic wellness. I actually started that journey working with different things, exploring, really, on a quest for better health, if you will, based on, personal struggles that I was going through at the time. That was, going back to the early 90s. And, I've openly talked about that I was in a very dark space in my life at that time. I had a lot of illnesses, injuries, depression. I was working through multiple eating disorders, suicidal tendencies, PTSD. I had a very toxic relationship with myself. And based on what was going on inside of me, I saw a lot of that reflected outside of me. So not a fun space, but I learned so much. And, fast forward to present day, I have been working with clients from all over the world and helping my clients transform their limits into their greatest potential, turning pain into purpose. My Self Love Academy was literally birthed this year, literally taking every facet of, all the different things that I have learned, all the wisdom, the tools, the techniques, all the facets of who I am, and sharing that information with others. And with the heartfelt message that if I can do this, um, you know, get rise up out of not one but multiple rock bottoms, financial rock bottoms, relationship rock bottoms, losing the home rock bottoms, health challenges, rock bottoms, you name it. I experienced it, and there were a lot of things that I had to face along the way, and um, uh, really getting an understanding of how the walls of grief were standing in my way of all of my heart's desires, my hopes, wishes, and dreams. And my mission and my purpose as a quantum life coach, an energy healer in the modalities of quantum energy healing, light language healing, Reiki therapy. I'm also a naturally gifted psychic, medium, and an intuitive. So I wear many different hats. Also a mentor, and my mission is to create a safe environment, create a safe space for others. All of my services are offered remotely, so there's the quantum life coaching, readings, energy therapy, and as I mentioned before, the Self Love Academy. That is, all of it is so near and dear to my heart, and I just really wanted to get the message out there that if you have been on the bubble about facing some things that are coming up, if you feel like you've got this heaviness, you feel stuck, you're not moving forward, your manifestations are not coming through, or they've stopped, or they're not coming through in the way that you are hoping for that to happen. It's really getting an understanding of what's going on in here inside of your vessel, what's going on energetically, and there's different components that make up each person. We all have our own individual journey, different things that we came here to experience. And, with the evolution of your soul and really diving into living a more conscious lifestyle, or even if you're just trying to wrap your head around, okay, what's ascension? What's the awakening? How do I get started with my self love journey? So many different things that are going into the self love academy, that are going into coaching with my clients that I've been working with, and some of them for a very long time, just based on what's been going on. And again, it's up to each individual as far as your willingness and participation and what's been there for, there could be things that have been built up for many, many years. So depending on what you're currently working through, what you're currently facing, with grief coming up, with these, energies that we've stepped out of, things will start to stabilize, if you want, for a bit, if you will. But you're going to feel like the highs and the lows. We just came out of the retrograde energy. We had the eclipse energies. We had a lot of things going on with the moon. So it's almost like, we're all put into like a mixer cup, and then come out of the mixer cup and you kind of look around like, whoa, okay, things are so different. There's these major changes going on in my life right now. How do I navigate through this? How do I work through this grief? How do I um, learn to identify what's standing in my way? What are these walls of grief made out of? And even asking the question to yourself, what am I afraid of right now? Where am I in resistance? Where am I in denial? What's coming up? What's trying to get my attention at this time? These are all good questions, to ask yourself, and to really, do a self evaluation as far as where you're at right now. And that's the biggest message that I share with each and every one of my clients. Acceptance is huge. Saying, I accept this is where I'm at right now, but I have the means and the tools and the desire within to make great changes. And working through it and diving in, looking at those deeper, darker places that you may have been hesitant to look at, or that have been buried for so long, you may not even know what's there anymore. And it's starting to unearth those different things and open things up, create space, so that way you can receive in the guidance and the divine intervention to help you to move forward and to see where those stuck points at, where those blind spots are. That's where, I am literally acting as a mirror, and, reflecting higher self, and helping to shine light in the dark, and help you to identify the things that you may be missing, or, even looking at what have you been running from? What are you afraid to look at? What are you afraid to feel? And when you go through it and you start clearing out the clutter, as I call it, making space, you change in here, and you start to see things changed outside of you. Your world starts to change, things start to flow, things get smoother. You see a change, with your manifestations, and start to create more of the life that you do want, rather than continuing to attract in things that you don't want. We have information that's housed throughout our bodies. So a big part of um, the component that goes into, my services. So if you're doing coaching sessions, you're doing the Self Love Academy, both of them have the healing component of, light language therapy, Reiki therapy, quantum energy healing, working that in with everything else that's coming up to the surface and helping to break apart that stuck energy and work through the grief, work through the walls, and start to be able to identify, what's standing in the way. So, just a lot of different things to think about, and I just really wanted to make an effort to connect with all of you. I have a lot of big changes going on in my life. I'm super grateful for that, and when the time is right, I will be sharing more with you. Just continuing to follow where I'm being guided at this time, and when the information came through me regarding my all new Self Love Academy, I just continue to let the words flow, put in the content, the information. It's tailored for to each individual, so it's personalized based on what you're currently going through. And when you embark on that healing journey and learn to love yourself, love the skin you're in, love the body you're in, have a better understanding of even your mind and the evolution of your soul and what you came here to experience, the different things that you came here to work on, and knowing that every change, every step, every investment that you make in yourself, the universe rewards courage. And I share that from my own personal testimony, my own personal experience, that when you do the work, you put in the effort, you say yes to you, when you make that investment in yourself and your healing journey, the universe does reward courage. You will see changes reflected in your outer reality. And it's absolutely amazing. I mean, I, could tell you um, numerous times where I had to literally sit with different things that were coming up that just sometimes I just felt like it just brought me down to the core, shook me to the core, and I had to really look at what was there and patterns that kept playing out over and over again, and having a better understanding as far as how there's the like the balances, and if we have imbalances with our brain, so the right hemisphere, the left hemisphere, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, what's going on with our hormonal system, what's going on, like there's information housed in your fascia, there's information at the deepest cellular level, there's information housed, in our energetic body, there's information in our blood, there's information in our bones, there's information in our teeth, there's information in our organs, emotions. So it's digging into that and taking a look at how our body is trying to, get your attention, and working through, your own personal journey, and taking that deep dive in, as I call it, and having the courage and knowing that you are so powerful, and all the old programs, all the limiting thoughts, things that are running in the background, it's none of it is true, but it's working through it, seeing what's been there. And oh, hi, Samantha. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's so grateful to be here today and to really get an understanding as far as what messages are being broadcasted out from you. Like it's literally being sent out. So working through that, working through the layers, and as you clear, like I said, going back to clear away the clutter, things that are not true, and start replacing it with, creating this open space, and start creating what it is that you do want, and bringing in more love, love of self. It literally starts with you, it starts from within. And I say this with the utmost sincerity and love in my heart, that when you do the work and you go within, you start to see changes in your outer reality. And I'm living proof of that. And that's not some, I'm definitely not ashamed of any of, the rock bottoms that I've had, the different things that learning things through trial and error, and then sharing that with others with the heartfelt intention that what I've experienced, different tools and techniques that I've learned, um, and who I am and what I represent, leading from the heart, being of service to others, helping humanity literally wake up from the slumber and getting a better understanding as far as how to navigate forward. Um, that's why I'm here. That's my purpose, that's my mission. So, if you find that this information resonates with you, I highly encourage you to take a look at my website. It's listed on the description for today's live. That's ReikiAngelicHands.com. That's ReikiAngelikHands.com. Take a look at the description for the Self Love Academy. See if that resonates with you. If you have questions, I do offer a complimentary 30-minute phone consultation. We can, discuss your questions at the time. I also offer that for my quantum life coaching session. So see what resonates. Everything has been updated on my website, including, I offer readings. So if you're looking for a psychic reading, for some guidance, medium reading, connect with a loved one, or connect with the spirit realm, I bridge the gap between the living and the afterlife, as I lovingly say. And I also work with oracle cards. So just seeing, what resonates. I'm just reading your message, Samantha. Yeah, it has definitely been an awakening. And, you know, I will tell you that I've been working on my journey and working with my journey for many, many years. And when in 2019, when I made the decision to work with a life coach, and she was my life coach, she's my mentor, she did a lot of my training, my life literally changed. And I was really starting to notice where I was quantum leaping moving forward because I said yes to me. I said yes to the work. And I said yes to investing in myself and making those changes. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it's easy. There's things that come up. That's why I'm here. I hold space for you, create that safe environment while you're working through your journey, and it's tailored, to you and what you're going through, what you're working through. So I totally see you. I hear you, Samantha. Yeah, a lot going on for so many, and I'm so grateful to be able to be here today, to be here for this moment in time, and to help others, and just shine the light in the dark. So sending lots of love. I hope that each and every one of you have an amazing weekend. Again, if you would like to explore more regarding the Self Love Academy, quantum life coaching, energy healing, psychic readings, medium readings, oracle card readings, don't hesitate to reach out. Let's get you on my schedule, and have an amazing weekend. Thank you.